Hi, I'm Movie Wisecracker, and I'm about to watch the new trailer to Death Wish, which is a remake of the 1974 version starring Charles Bronson, Hope Lane, Vincent Gardenia, and also special guest star Jeff Goldblum if you could catch him in a certain appearance within the film. Well, let's get started.
Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. We gotta talk about what's happening in Chicago.
Everybody's watching this viral video of this guy in the hoodie. They're calling him the Grim Reaper. He stopped a carjacking.
Is he right for taking the law into his own hands?
He's become a folk hero.
What about the shooter?
You look like a white dude.
I love my family. But when they needed me most,
911, what is your emergency?
There's men, they're breaking into my house. I think they're here. No.
I failed to protect them.
Dad, where's Mom?
The men who did it are out there. So there's nothing that you can do? Is that what you're saying?
If a man really wants to protect what's his,
I want to buy a gun.
he has to do it for himself.
Eli Roth.
We're
close, Alright.
pal. Who killed my wife? Who else was there?
I don't know anything else.
I believe you, Joe.
So you're not gonna kill me?
No. Jack is.
You got caught in some crossfire?
The ice cream man done it.
The ice cream man.
Can't walk to school if you don't work for him.
Who are you?
Your last customer.
You're not a cop!
Somebody has to do it.
You're cocked, locked, and ready to rock.
I'll say.
They called him a guardian angel. He saved my life. You look much better. Getting out, socializing.
Not so much.
Well, whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Okay, I will.
Well, that was pretty cool. Like, directed by Eli Roth. Come on. He gave us Cabin Fever, which I really enjoyed. And I enjoyed him on Inglourious Bastards. Like, this looks really cool. Like, I'm surprised Bruce Willis is playing Paul Kersey. John McClane. What do you know? This looks fucking cool. Like, the one person that looks amazing is the guy from Breaking Bad. He's playing the detective, which was portrayed by Vincent Gardenia. That's really cool. Like, I don't know. It has me thinking, like, when I read who's gonna be on the film, I wonder what Vincent D'Onofrio's gonna play. That's interesting. Like, I really hope they go all out on this film. Because when I watched the original one for the first time, it was just spectacular for me. Like, that was like one of the very first films that I've seen that was like a revenge film. Like, Charles Bronson on it, like, wow. Like, a believable performance by him for, like, a believable story that could happen to any normal person that has a family member. Like, I recommend watching Death Wish before you see the new one. If not, you can watch it after you see the new one, but if you want the original experience, I recommend watching the 1974 Death Wish with Charles Bronson. Because, come on, Charles Bronson's the man, dude. He was the original mechanic. You know, like the mechanic that Jason Statham plays, that was originally Charles Bronson who was the mechanic. This dude was the action dude back then. And I'm really glad Bruce Willis is doing it because I could really see him doing this film. I could really see him playing Paul Kersey, and I want to know if he'll put the character more in depth. Like, we can go and see what's going on within his mind psychologically. Like, what could drive a man so far to doing vigilante actions? Like, there's a lot of things that Eli Roth could do for this film. Like, I know that he can do really good with the gore, for sure. And trust me, there's going to be probably a lot of gore for Death Wish, because I know the original ones, there was a lot of gore. Like, for the time, it was considered gore. Like, now people would be like, oh, it's not that much gore, but you have to look at the real aspect of the story, which is about a family man who lost people that he loved, and he took it upon himself to do something that the law wouldn't do. Like, that's scary stuff. Like, that's stuff you don't want to happen in your life. Like you could feel for this man through the whole film. You could understand what he's going through, but he goes and takes it to a certain extreme. Some people may agree upon it, some people may not agree upon his actions, but he has a purpose and a meaning of why he does such actions he does through the film. Like, Charles Bronson made that character come to life. Like, I enjoyed it. I watched it a lot of times. Especially Death Wish 2. I love Death Wish 2. Because the second one had even more action. First one, love it. Classic. I highly recommend it. Like, you believe him. You believe that this guy's an everyday family man. And then his life turns for the worse. Like, it is crazy. Like, just to see that sudden switch all of a sudden, like, you're like, wow, that could actually happen to me. Like I know for sure that I'm gonna go see this because I love Death Wish. And I love the original one. And I highly recommend the original one. Watch the original one before you see this one, if you want to get the original feel of the film. But if you just want to be surprised with the film, just watch the film. I'm Movie Wisecracker, and that's all I have to say about this. Please like or subscribe. Have a nice day.